Hi guys, and welcome back to Xavier's World. How are you guys doing today on this absolutely beautiful day? Okay guys, I want to share with you guys something that my hair is just not cooperating today. I want to share with you guys something that I'm very passionate about, something that I like, and it's something I have always been loving ever since I was a little girl. My family always had garden. They always had a garden. We was always growing our own lettuce, tomatoes, onions, you name it. We were growing it all, and we had flowers. We had roses of all colors. We had different bushes, and my family also has. We all grew our own Concord grapes because we always made our own jam and jelly, and just it was so fun to do that. And it was always exciting as a kid going out and just picking out tomatoes. And, oh, look, we get to eat a tomato, because it's from our garden that we grew it, so it was more special that way. And, I always told my aunt that I said, someday when I get married and have a house of our own, I'm going to have a garden. And, she was always encouraging my brother and I to always she always exposed us to everything, music, art, everything, hoping that one of those things would stick with us and that we would go and be passionate about. Mine, of course, was music. I took dance, I did ballet, I did tap, I did all that for 20 some years. I think it was like 25 years. I did it all. And my brother is very talented. He can draw, he can play instruments, he's really good at that. And I tried instruments, but it just wasn't my thing. Mine was more dancing. I love to dance. I love dancing. And I still dance to this very day because it's just fun. So, and then I also love to garden. And my brother also loves to garden. So, my family got me for Christmas last year some gardening books. And I'm going to share them with you guys. And I have been reading them every single day and just getting prepared and ready because I am going to have a really awesome garden. And I love flowers. I love roses, are my all-time favorite. So I might do a different kinds of pinks of roses and some white ones and some red ones. So that's what I'm looking for. And my aunt has got some roses that she's already got that have already come out. She's going to get a starter for us. And that way I can plant them in my garden. So I'm really excited about that. So this one here, she got me the Reader's Digest Illustrated Guide to Gardening. This book is freaking amazing, guys. This book is like the gardening Bible. It just tells you everything that you need to know about gardening, like the proper tools to use, when is the good time to start planting, how to trim back your bushes and your trees and all that stuff, ready for fall, and then that way it'll grow back in the spring when it comes again. It tells you, how deep to plant the flowers, or what month or season, whatever, to plant different things. It just tells you all kinds of different things in here. It tells you how much you need to water, how tall things are going to get, how wide it's going to get. It tells you, and then it tells you how to make your own little gardening box that you can start the little seeds a little early and then start getting them to grow, and then you can transfer them into pots and then they'll start to grow. So it just shows you all of that here. Let's see what else. It just, like I said, it just tells you different things here. How to plant, how to prepare your bed, flower bed, to get it prepared and ready for the flowers. What size pot you're going to have to use, and all that stuff. So this book is just really, really awesome. I absolutely love it. I have it sitting on our shelves, proudly displayed, so when people walk in, they're like, oh my goodness, I love that. So, yeah, I have that. And then this is my aunt's book. I need to give it back to her. She was letting me borrow this because, and I've already read this about like 3 times already. And it's got 363 pages. So I have read this book already like 5 times. And I apologize for that, guys. There is just nice weather out here and people are just crazy speeding out here and just playing their music so loud. It's so annoying. But anyway, like I said, this book here is basically the same as this one here. It just tells you different things, there are different themes for gardening. It tells you, like if you're going to be planting strawberries, how much sun you have to have and all of that stuff. So that's what this is about. And the best way to if you're going to resod your grass or you're going to be doing something like that, it tells you how to do that, how to seed and fertilize your yard and all of that stuff. So this is a really, really good book. So if you guys are looking for something, definitely pick this up. Okay, the next thing is my family got this. This is just something that was just so adorable, and I love this thing. This thing is so cool. My aunt has one too. And we always kind of, call each other every day, and we're always like, okay, I'm going to try this. We're always sharing little tips and everything, but not everybody's little secret. All right, this here, when you open it, it has the journal, and then it has the little gardening book. So this is the journal right here. And I'm going to open it to where the pages are not written on because I have some things that I don't want to share. A gardener never shares their secrets. Never. All right, so here's the first page. Okay. This one here talks about your wish list. You want to write down things that you wish to plant. Then your color scheme that you want to try. So like if you have certain colors you want to try. Plants you would like to try. You want to observe the sun and the shade pattern. So you want to know, like, okay, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, there's a lot of sun here. At 2 o'clock, there's a lot of shade back there. So you want to observe where you get most sun and not a lot of sun. So you have to really be observant and really look. So that's that. And then you also want to observe the soil. You want to monitor your soil. You want to get your readings, like the temperature, if it's, if it gets a lot of moisture, if it's not getting a lot, if your soil is too hard, too dry, all of that stuff. You want to just really maintain and watch that. So that's that section there. And then creating and nurturing. So the next thing is you want to write down the date. And then you want to write down the weather and the condition. You can say, okay, today it is cloudy. It looks like a chance of rain. The soil feels very dry today or whatever. And then you can say, okay, here's what's blooming today. You can just say, okay, whatever flowers you have are blooming today. This one didn't bloom, this one did. Care and maintenance tasks, like your care, how much you water your flowers, what time of the day, how many times a day do you do it? And then like tasks, like maintenance, like, trimming back, cutting this back, stuff like that. And then the last and final section of the thing here, okay, this is when you're getting ready for winter and you're preparing for winter. So like in the fall, you want to start getting ready. You want to write down like what worked, what flowers planted really good, what trees really grew, all your stuff you want to write down to say, this year I had a really bad crop of tomatoes this year. Tomatoes didn't do too well this year. You can write that down. You can say, well, I made a killing in my cucumbers that day. You just write it down. And then disappointments and lessons you've learned. You can write down like, okay, well, I've learned that I overwatered a little bit today or something, just disappointment. Or you could say, I was really disappointed in today. My carrots didn't grow this year. The rabbits got a hold of them or something. You just write it down so you can kind of keep track of it. And then ideas for next year. If there's some new plants that you want to try, some new flowers you want to try, just write them down here so that way next year you'll look in there and go, okay, well, next year I'm going to try this. So I love that. So that's what's in the journal. Now this here is just a little just a little gardening book. It's nothing really, it's just cute little stories that people write about gardening. And it just kind of, it teaches you, okay, you've got your wish list, now let's try this, and gives you tips and suggestions and ideas. You know, it talks about the soil, you know, what to look for in the soil, the ways of watering, you know, just different things, you know. And I just think it's a really, you know, it's just different things in here you can just share. And, you know, it's just kind of neat to read it, you know. You know, it tells you, like, you can use, it says use containers with narrow openings, kind of, you know, like teaching you how to, when you start putting out your seeds and getting them started to get them to grow. It just shows you different tips and ways on how to get it started. So I think it's a really good thing. I'm so happy my family got me this. I'm so excited. You know, it's really fun to get out there and garden, because gardening, it's a very relaxing thing. It, you know, just, it helps you to take your mind off of things. It just, you know, to focus on what's really important. Yeah. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like to garden, let me know what you guys like to garden. If you like to plant roses, or, you know, tomatoes, whatever. I would like to hear what you guys like to plant, and or what you plant, or you're going to be planting this year. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified when we upload a video, and I will see you guys all next time here on Xavier's World. Until then, remember, God loves you.